Collaborative tile design. Balance is a distribution of elements in a way that creates the feeling of stability. Symmetrical balance is when sides of an artwork are similar. Asymmetrical is when the side has more visual weight than the other side. And radial balance is the distribution of elements around a center point. This project uses tons of balance in our work and uses also a variety of materials. Let's go ahead and start preparing our tile. Grab a piece of foam and start thinking of some shapes, some geometric shapes that you want to use to create your tile design. You'll also grab a small piece of cardboard. On that piece of cardboard, make sure to put your name on it and an arrow, which will be on the back side of your project. Okay, on the front side then, we're gonna go ahead and start cutting out the foam and gluing it into place onto our cardboard. Go ahead and glue those foam pieces onto your cardboard. Now, grabbing a sheet of construction paper, I'm gonna go ahead and fold it in half and fold it in half again so I know right where the center is. Now that I know where the center is, I'm gonna go ahead and take my stamp and start placing some tempera paint on top of those foam shapes. I'd like to grab a painting mat underneath, not to get my paper dirty. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Paint the foam with your tempera. Don't worry about if any of it gets onto the cardboard. It's not a big deal. You just wanna ink up or get your foam sheet of paper covered with paint. Now that it's covered with paint, I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over to the other side and look for the arrow. The arrow is going towards the center of the paper. Press that down. Every time you make a print, please re-ink your foam and stamp again. Go ahead and wipe off your stamp before you get a new color placed onto your stamp. I just took a towel and dried it. Did not ever get it wet, I just wiped it clean. That picture looked fine, but I also thought it might be kind of cool using some oil pastels and more repetition of shapes and color to make it more visually interesting in the center. Okay, so now you can take this pattern and using the back side, you can use that arabesque design and start cutting out the overall shape for your tile. Grabbing a second sheet of paper, fold it like an X. As you folded it like an X, you're gonna go ahead to your first piece of paper with all your patterns on it and start arranging your tile pieces together. Each one will fit nicely into the corners of your X. Now that I've got those glued down and all the way into the corners, I'm using another oil pastel just to create a more unified design and emphasizing that arabesque type tile design that we saw in the images at the beginning of the video. With my background, I used some more oil pastels or markers just to finish up that space and make it really interesting to look at, creating a lot of neat designs. Thanks for watching and happy art making!